I am Mr. Stirrup, but there is no surname with my name. Just call me Stirrup. Deal? Seem all right? This is stat analysis. Agree? Agree. Hey, come on in. Open seating. Is the seat that you're sitting in now the seat that you prefer? Yeah, look at these two lucky guys. They're like, yeah, we'll sit in the comfy seats because they knew me because I teach on my tablet. So guess what? Every one of you is in the front row. Sorry. Sorry about that. Hey, but this is stat analysis, not a bad class. Good for kids. I think you're going to enjoy this class. And I will offer a whole lot of sarcasm with stats because I think, one, this is one of the most important classes to take because, unfortunately, society uses statistics to sway your thoughts. And it's wrong statistics a lot of times. So I think after this class, after a year of this class, once we're done in May, which, it'll go quick. All of you are seniors. But it's going to be pretty cool. I hope you enjoy it. So hang on, let me. Some of you are like, he doesn't even know I can see my text on my watch. I know, I'm not going to have you put your watch up there. And then if you have to use the restroom, you don't have to ask. I just ask that you don't, like 7 of you don't go at once and like, he doesn't care. No, I do care. I want you to be able to use the restroom. Don't abuse it. And I would like you to use the closest restroom to here, which is down the hall. Or if you want the non-binary bathroom, you have to go by the main office in the west building. But you choose where you need to go and you take care of yourself. Okay? And then again, this is statistics or stat analysis or statistical analysis or something like that. So I'm going to give you this, and I know you're going to get a whole bunch of these today. And I'm sorry, but I don't have you and your parents fill it out and sign it because I'm a parent as well. And when my kids come to me with their stuff, I'll read it. Like, man. And I know there's some of these teachers like, oh yeah, tell me about your child. And all of a sudden you're getting all this information about some kid. Like, wait a minute, I don't need all this. The kids will let me know what's going on. So, I think you all are in a good spot. I hope you're in a good spot. I hope you enjoy this class. I hope I don't harm feelings. One of my indirect things about me, and I apologize in advance for this, is I have a really bad sense of humor. I'm sorry about that. You missing one? I'll bring you one. I laugh when people fall. Sorry. There's something wrong with me. I wasn't raised correctly. I don't know what else. But I have a bad sense of humor. You have my permission. If you see me trip and fall, y'all better be pointing and laughing at me. If you don't laugh at my fall, I will fail you. So you're allowed to have a bad sense of humor. And now you usually get the kid going, but what if they get hurt? And then it goes from funny to hilarious. I'm sorry. I got banned from the mall by my wife because the guy fell on the escalator. It was hilarious. I mean, it wasn't like just, I stumbled. It was like went backwards down it. I was like, I'm dying laughing. My wife's like, you can't come to the mall with me anymore. Yes! Best day ever. So there is a book for this class that you can buy. Don't worry if you don't have it at this point. What I will do is, please, by all means, take a picture of this cover. I'll pass this around. Take a picture of it so you know what to go get. Go over to Bare Necessities and get it. I will provide you with the next couple days. I think we're good until like Monday of next week, I think. But as I had said before, statistics is a class that will allow you to kind of view a whole lot of things a lot differently. And the reason I say that is because the media and industries know that, and I don't want you to take offense to this, but they know that the general population doesn't understand statistics. So they can influence you or inspire you by just collecting raw data and saying, look, we're going to apply this to everything. And that's incorrect. There are significant statistical things that take place that there are specific tests that are developed for that allow you to make decisions on if this is right or if this is wrong. So I just want to make that, kind of clear that you have some learning that will take place this year where you'll start seeing some things in society going, that's not the knee-jerk reaction that I want to do. Okay? Some ins and outs about this. Homework, 10% of your grade. Quizzes, 20% of your grade. Tests, 50% of your grade. Those both fall in the same category, so basically between quizzes and tests will be 70% of your grade. And then the final exam is worth 20%. Homework, I will not collect, I will spot check. So I'll come by and take a look at it. If you made a nice attempt and it wasn't just drawing pictures saying, I'm drawing pictures and Stirrup will take that as answers, you'll get all the points. So you just need to try it, okay? I see that some of you have sport teams and other items, and the one thing that we don't care about as far as watching our sports or seeing our concerts or anything like that is we don't care about practice. Okay? When I go watch a Broncos game or a Rockies game or any other sporting event, I go to watch the game. I didn't go watch their practice. Okay? If you played sports, there are certain things you do during practice where you're like, how does this even apply to what we're doing? And then during the game, it's like, okay? My football player, you playing this year, right? What position? Oh, yeah, baby. Okay. What number? 71. I should be on most of the sidelines. My job, I do the attaboy duties. My job has nothing to do with y'all, though I get to watch the game from the sidelines, which is great. But I stand in front of the 8th grade area with a radio, and I get a call security saying, there's a 8th grader in a red hoodie. He's throwing snow cones at his friends. That's my job. So it's kind of my attaboy duty. I get become the extra set of eyes. And I sometimes will announce. So I will actually announce the game that I think it's the Thursday of fall break. So when you hear over the PA, mispronounced names, God must be Stirrup. But I think my opening is good because it's ladies and gentlemen, and it just pronounced, because I know when I put the microphone right against my face, it gets me to this nice level of pushing through the microphone. And I know where the district people don't know this, but I know where to turn the microphone up, because there are certain neighbors around here that are like, it's too noisy at the stadium. It's like, you realize this school is built in 1955, 30 years prior to your house being built? Duh, there's a high school here. So, yeah, it's just kind of fun. So, all right, so statistics. The neat thing about how this book's set up, and I will hand these packets out to you. These are the first couple pages of your notebook. And don't panic by this thick packet. Yeah, we'll get through it all today. I'm kidding. No, we will. In here is today, tomorrow, Friday, I think Monday, I think. The first part of it are kind of the notes. And the notes are basically a novel in this class.
Oh my gosh, you give us notes.
I do.
Thank you.
Sure.
I hate writing down.
I also do a couple other things. Some of you might notice up there in the upper left-hand corner of that fancy-looking TV screen, it's counting. Because I'm recording. I record every one of my lectures. Okay? If you are absent, you have the ability, about an hour and a half after this class takes place, to watch the video to stay caught up. I'm kind of the guy that, if you happen to miss school, and you come walking up to me saying, hey, what did I miss? My comment back to you is, did you watch the video? Oh, not yet. Why don't you watch the video first? And then ask me what you might have missed. But I didn't want that. Uh-oh, they just armed the doors upstairs. We can't go in those doors anymore. The ones right at the top of the stairs.
Safety first.
Yeah, baby. Hey, did you pull the fun things across? Yay! To walk outside that. Oh yeah, you can go. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so y'all are seniors, so you get a push and shove and misdirect any of the freshmen. That's fine.
I'll step on it.
All right, ready? So it's today. So we have first and second, advisory, third and fourth and fifth and sixth and seventh and eighth and ninth. Or eighth. I don't teach eighth period, so.
Every Wednesday.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Ready? So we have all these notes written out, so I could be that teacher. So let's just read this aloud, or I could be like, hey, let's pick somebody and read it aloud. And I'm not actually the teacher to ever make students read aloud in class. And you want to know why? Mrs. Klatt, 5th grade, this guy. We had these books, we opened it up, we're doing, I don't know, it was some sort of social studies unit or something. And it was like, okay, Chris Stirrup, we'll go ahead and read the first couple of paragraphs. Oh no, I have to read in front of my friends. I could barely sound out the word the. I think it's the he. But I have to read out in front of my friends. So this little passage we had to read was about Cape Canaveral. Okay, that's where they launch rockets in Florida. Now, I know we're not all scholars in here, especially this guy. That's me. Canaveral looks very much like Carnival. Okay, so here comes Chris. Billy and his family decided to take a trip to Florida. Billy was going to see his first rocket launched from Cape Carnival. It's Canaveral, Chris. Oh, okay. Billy was amazed when they got to the launch pad and they could see across the bay a large rocket at Cape Carnival. It's Canaveral, Chris. Okay. As the rocket fired up its engines, a large orange color illuminated everything, and the rumble you could feel through your body. Cape Carnival. Canaveral, Chris. Why can't you get it right? Oh, I don't know. Go out to recess. Kid named Ken Vogel saying, "Yeah, you're an idiot." Shut up, Ken. Still can't stand that kid to this day. Saw him at the 20 and 30-year high school reunion. Now, I shouldn't make fun of hair, but I got like a million more hairs than that guy. He is like as bald as they come. Met his wife. I guess somebody had to marry her, but... Sorry, hell, that stayed with me. Kids called me dumb because I couldn't pronounce the word Canaveral, because as a 5th grader, especially during the spelling bee, okay, everyone line up, okay. I swear to God, every time during the spelling bee where they're trying to, wheedle out who the best speller was, and the top 3 from each class got to do it in front of the school, and then the top 2 from the school got to go to the district, and then the people in the district got to go to the state, and then the state got to go to the nationals. Everyone's lined up in front. Person right next to me. Okay, I need you to spell the word and. A-N-D. Chris, spell onomatopoeia. Can I get their word? Onomatopoeia? I don't even know what that is. Oh, I can give you that. It's a word that makes the sound that I think it makes, like buzz. Can I just spell buzz? I'd sit down, start drawing. I said, hey, there are a few open seats. Let's see, it looks like over here, you pick the one that you feel is most comfortable and you find it. And that'll be your seat. Sound good? Hayden, right? Nice to see you, my friend. So, I won't make you read aloud because Mrs. Klatt, when I was in 5th grade, made me feel dumb, and Ken Vogelsang has an ugly wife and is bald. So the first thing I talk about on these notes, and again, these notes are the same that come out of the workbook once you get the workbook. If you can't afford the workbook for whatever reason, you never have to let me know. You just let your counselor know. The counselor will give you a coupon to go over to the Bare Necessities to get the book. We don't need to know. Okay? I understand if you need that. All right, so then you want to create something called a hypothesis. This is basically an observation that you've said, and you want to see if this is actually true. I've noticed, in a real bad hypothesis, I've noticed that the majority of students from Cherry Creek High School buy Dr. Pepper. And I'm just had to pick something. I just had to pick something. Whether you like Dr. Pepper or not, I'm not worried about. I'm just saying that that's an observation that you happen to make because you had gone there. Then you create something called the Null Hypothesis, and that is like the opposite of what you just observed. So rather than saying, I noticed the majority of students from Cherry Creek High School buy Dr. Pepper, the null would be the majority of students from Cherry Creek High School don't buy Dr. Pepper. Ooh, we put the word don't in there. And then we test our null hypothesis. We don't test our hypothesis. And we do something called a p-test, usually, if you have a large enough amount of data. And the p-test is a big old math equation. Don't worry, you don't have to know it. I can show you a button to push on the calculator that makes it work. Idiot. So then you look at that and you test the null hypothesis. And then you can make one of two decisions based on your p-score. And I kid you not, this is the language that is used in the statistical world. And this is why people look at statistics going, I don't like this class. You can fail to reject the null. Fail to reject the null. Sure, I'm an AP English comp. Fail to reject, that's two negatives. That's like saying you don't go to the store. I understand, but I'm telling you, this is the language used. Or you could accept the null. So the null hypothesis is saying the don't of what happened. And that's how you use statistics. It is the goofiest. It's like this legal jargon that they use, but it does work. But unfortunately, that really tiny small print is really kind of bad. Now, I know we're out here at 9 because we have the shortened schedule, because we have the advisory or access. Advisory. Now, just y'all know this. I know you're not in my advisory access, but if you ever want to come hang out with me, you can always tell your teacher, I'm going to go see Stirrup. You can come chill. You don't have to bring homework. This is a safe place. We laugh at Ken Vogelsang and his ugly wife and his bald head. One of these days, kids go ready. That's my dad. Sorry. All right. Variables take different values for different observations. Each observation producing a single outcome for each variable is a sample of group. So if I wanted to test this class, you would be the sample. Okay? And then what we observe in here, we might be able to apply to our entire group, which would be all the students at Cherry Creek High School. Not too bad. Okay, so So I wanted to start just an inkling of teaching. I'm not assigning any homework because what teacher gives homework on the first day? That's a bad teacher. Okay? But this is your senior year. And you know what, my friends? I will not berate you. I will not make fun of you in front of you. But one thing I would strongly encourage you is try and get one of these calculators, the TI-83 or the TI-84. If you have one, great. If you don't have one and you don't want to drop $100 on it, I can tell you which freshmen have it and tell you what their combination of their locker is. But if we want to stay in the legal aspect of things, you can also rent one from the Math Science Resource Room. I'm not sure what the price is, but you can do that. I will store all of my videos and all of my notes that I take, and I didn't really do any notes today, so you're not going to see handwritten things down. I will store those on Schoology. So if you ever need a copy of the notes that I've written in class, I will have there on Schoology. So, starting tomorrow, my friends, 1, your seat is the seat you chose. Sound good? I did not force you to sit in that seat. Agreed? Okay. If you find that your seat's not good because the person next to you don't like, just let me know. We get you to swap. I don't know if these two are going to swap. They got the comfy seats. Gunnar, I've had you what, for a year and a half so far of math?
3.
3? Oh my God, this is our third year. Holy. Oh man. You'll be successful in life, regardless of having me. So, hey, questions, concerns, ideas for me? Whoa. Ideas, things you liked, things you didn't like. So